Either you die and be a hero, or live long enough to see yourself become a villain. Issue 1 of Absolute Green Lantern has arrived. So let us begin.
Be without fear.
The voice is telling Hal Jordan.
You are in the absence of light. I am the secret heart within every star. Be without fear. Hal Jordan, you must be without fear.
Repeats, without fear. As Hal Jordan is walking, he ends up getting alerted by police. Officers asking him, "What's going on? Are you okay?" Hal is just nervous and couldn't even speak. The cop asks him, "What's in your pocket, sir?" "Sir?" Hal Jordan begins to cry. Cop demands, "I need you to answer me. What's in there? Is it drugs? Is it a weapon? Sir, is it a weapon? Answer me. Are you carrying a weapon?" Hal cannot speak because he knows what's in his pocket. The cop says, "Lie down and place your hands flat on the ground. Do it now." Hal tells him, "Wait." And in hand, he's telling Hal to get down now. Situation's evolved. I was trying to plead with him and explain everything, but the cop is not asking. Last warning, show me your hand. Show me your hand right now. Everything goes black. Hal crying, saying, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry," because the cop is gone. Go to a diner. Where regular people are enjoying food, ordering food, as they enjoy the Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns. Then Hal walks in. "Something we can do for you, hun?" Hal asks for some water. He's concerned. "Are you okay?" Tells her, "No. Something happened." The patrons yells out because an emergency news bulletin has interrupted all programming. Begin to show footage of what's going on in Evergreen, Nevada. Footage is live and unedited. As the news shows, giant Green Lantern symbol has crashed into the city of Evergreen. News anchor begins to describe what's going on. She suddenly tells him, "You're informed we cannot show you any more footage. We will have more updates as we can." Everyone's questioning what's going on. And the biggest question, what happened in Evergreen? 5 days ago, we see Hal Jordan sitting with Jon Stewart and Joe. They're just enjoying each other's company and talking about different things. And they hear motorcycle gang zooming through the city. I was like, maybe we should call Guy Garner about this motorcycle gang. Joe tells her, if his ears are working, he already knows about it. Hal also tells her, it seems like y'all are fighting. What's going on? But if she stayed, that she would be the chief. Which ultimately led her to quitting the force because Guy does not understand. So Hal begins to kind of ask more questions. Was Coast City that bad? Joe doesn't want to talk about it. I'll even ask her, why are you still wearing your wedding ring? John interrupts and tells him that, sometimes the symbol remains even though reality has passed. Because he still wears his mother's wedding ring even though she died years ago. John also gives a history lesson. You know why the fourth finger is the ring finger? Which is considered the finger of magic. In fact, it was believed that a vein ran directly through it to the heart of. Immediately, motorcycle gang does not exist anymore. As they crash head speed on into the Green Lantern symbol, he rushes in to see if he can help and tells him to call an ambulance. But Joe tells him to wait. John's calling the ambulance. Joe and Hal begin investigating. You see this force field in a way. John's trying to make the call. He doesn't have any cell phone reception. He begins to look up and she sees another symbol. We end up seeing Absolute Absur. Go back to present day. The guy's asking Hal, do you want to eat something? Hal begins to cry and talk about the situation that happened. He was in Evergreen, met the man called Absur. The patrons begins to yell at Hal. You know what's going on? It's not his fault. But Hal insists, it is all my fault. Hal tells him, I just want to be a hero. Absur, he did something to me. He gave me something. He gave me a weapon. Just ask, like a gun? Hal tells her it's much worse, as everyone's suspicious of Hal now. As the waitress reaches for a weapon, Hal begins to leave because he knows the situation has elevated. The patron grabs him, pulling Hal's hand out, as Hal's hand is completely black. Hand ends up ripping the man apart. Hal's telling everyone to get away from him because he can barely control his hand. The waitress shoots him, causing absolute destruction of the entire diner. Hal begins to use the hand to heal himself from the gunshot. Begins to talk to the hand and tells him, you're not going to let me die, are you? We see someone arrive. Hal Jordan? We see Joe Mullen covered in green. What happened to you? We'll see you guys in issue 2, because as they say,